morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today we need to take a look at some more lovely reveals from Scarlet and Violet 151. That set is coming up very thick and fast. It's going to be here before you know it. We've seen some more official reveals, and I could not be more excited about this set. I have described this set on multiple occasions as looking like the best set ever. We are now just, about a week or two away from the release of the set. A week away, in fact. We are a week away from the release of the set, and nothing has happened at this stage to dampen my enthusiasm. It still looks amazing, I'm still super hyped, and I still want this Venusaur card. Yeah, they've gone and showed us the special illustration rare Venusaur. It's gone and been officially revealed over on Twitter, and oh my word, it's amazing. They've done what they tend to do have Pokemon lately. They've done a lovely reveal where they've got the actual card and they put it up in an appropriate place. Here, it's surrounded by vases of flowers, which, to be fair, does seem pretty appropriate given the whole, Venusaur thing. And I love this. I absolutely love this. This is a beautiful card. And look, I'm not a Venusaur guy. I'm a Blastoise guy. I've been pretty clear about that over the years. I like me some Blastoise, and that is going to be my favorite. However, that doesn't mean I can't get a nice bit of appreciation going on for, a bit of the old Venusaur. This is cool, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very cool. And look, I've previously shown you the Blastoise Special Illustration Rare, which I think is absolutely amazing, and I'm still a fan of this one over the Venusaur, but that doesn't mean the Venusaur's not cool. It's very cool. Here is it compared to the original artwork, which I did show you previously. Playability-wise, it's fine. What we've got here is, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active, you can heal 60 from one of your Pokemon. But if you're going to be using this ability, you either need to be getting in and out of the active so you can stream this ability, or you need to have a really good attack such that you can sit in the active and do some healing. Well, the retreat cost is 4, so getting it in and out of the active, frankly, not ideal. And then we got free energy, 150, plus confusion, plus poison, which is alright. I mean, 150 is a decent amount of damage. Confusion could stop them attacking. Poison is going to put a bit of extra damage down there. And, of course, let's not forget, we've got things like Gardenia at the moment, or Gardenia's Vigor, which will allow you to attach a couple of extra grass energy during your turn, which means that you can then basically just straight away get free energy on here from nothing, and then you're off and rolling. Also, I have to show you Gardenia's Vigor because, of course, the special rare of that, the alternate art, was done by the same artist as this Venusaur, and I think it's fair to say this artist should be hired for many more grass Pokemon in the future. Ikigami just absolutely knocking it out of the park with these grass Pokemon. So we can get the energy on easily enough, which is nice. And it does decent damage and confusion and poison, but it seems like one of those too many times you'll not quite do enough damage, your opponent will get around the confusion, and then they'll knock you out and you'll just be sitting there like, oh, I've done a whoopsie. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But we've got a bunch of, as far as Gen 1 goes, big basics that have also been revealed that we need to have a little bit of a look at. We're getting some Haymaker vibes. Well, kind of. Some of these are in Haymaker. How about Electabuzz? Electabuzz was in Haymaker. That was cool. Haymaker, for anyone that's missing the reference, that was the original best deck in the Pokemon TCG, featuring around, largely Electabuzz and Hitmonchan. There were others, and the deck list changed throughout the years, but Electabuzz and Hitmonchan were kind of the big ones. I will say, I've done a video about Haymaker, and it is on my channel, and it is actually one of the very best videos on my channel. I think it's actually the most popular video I've ever made on this channel. So if you haven't watched it already, maybe you check it out. What does this new Electabuzz do? Well, 2 Energy 30 is, a polite way to put it, entirely uninspiring. There we go. But we have another attack here for a single Lightning Energy. If Magmar is on your bench, you do 50 damage. 10 base, plus 40 more if Magmar's on your bench. Now, I know that 50 damage for 1 energy is not amazing, but I also know we're going single energy basic. And with Vitality Band, I actually really like this. Now, the reason Vitality Band is important is because basics and support Pokemon nowadays tend to have 60 or 70 HP. That's generally where we're going here. So, with Vitality Band, you're hitting 60 and you are getting a bunch of those support Pokemon. Yay! Unfortunately, 70 HP is still going to elude you. And there are a bunch of 70 HP Pokemon out there, which is really quite upsetting. But you're hitting a decent weakness with Lightning. You can get up to 60 with Vitality Band. 50 is still decent damage turn 1 going second. Honestly, the biggest downside with this is you've got to have Magmar on your bench, which a lot of the time, that's 2 bench spaces you're not necessarily going to be willing to give 2 up for this. You have been warned. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we've got Magmar! Woo! What we got here is another uninspiring attack, single energy, 10 damage, nobody cares. But free energy, 80 damage, if Electabuzz is on your bench, you deal 80 more. Now, it's obviously fire energy here, not lightning, so we are in a kind of awkward situation where Electabuzz wants lightning energy, and Magmar wants fire energy, but they also kind of want to be played together, so you end up in this awkward situation of having to maybe mix energy, or if you're not mixing energy, then you're only really attacking with one of them. I personally like Electabuzz more, that's just me. However, there is certainly some potential here, ladies and gentlemen. There's definitely potential here. Just putting that out there. And, in terms of free energy, you've got Magma Basin to get another energy on there, which is absolutely going to help. And 160 on a single prize Pokemon is pretty good. But 160 isn't stunning. And you do need to get free energy on there. And you've not got a huge amount of HP, if we're honest. It's only 90. So you're probably going to get KO'd pretty quickly. And I just feel like getting all that energy on Magmar is often going to be too difficult for the payoff you're looking for. So I'm kind of thinking Magmar's best use, and I'm sorry if this sounds rude, is actually just to support Electabuzz here. Because Electabuzz I really genuinely like. Single energy basic means turn 1 going second decent attack. I think this could be really good, and I'm just putting it out there. I'm not sure how many decks it's going to fit in, and again, the 2 bench spaces is awkward. I know that, I acknowledge that. I just think this Electabuzz could make some noise. I'm not entirely sure Magmar could. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But if you want one more, let's mix up what we've been talking about today. Let's go half grass, half big basic. Let's go for Pincer. Which also was not really part of Haymaker, but that's not the point. What we've got here is, look, one of these attacks is not good. Have a look. You know which attack I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. You know I'm talking about the 2 energy 30. If I can get 50 for 1 energy on Electabuzz, 30 for 2 energy on Pincer ain't going to do it. But for free energy, 90 damage, if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, you deal 180 damage. And actually here, I can get on board with this. Now, a lot of the problems with Magmar are still here with Pincer. That is to say, it takes free energy, which is less than ideal. And, okay, you've gone up to 120 HP, but that's still pretty low, truth be told. So that's also not ideal. And, yeah. But 180 is way better than 160. It's just a fact. And in terms of energy here, we've got Gardenia's Vigor. You know the one I just showed you with Venusaur? Well, that one's going to come in quite nicely as well. Also, I never even mentioned, Gardenia's Vigor doesn't just allow you to attach an extra couple of energy. You also draw 2 cards first, and it's risky, but if you don't have the energy to attach, you can always use Gardenia's Vigor, and hopefully the 2 cards you get from there will hook you up. Although if it doesn't, you've wasted your supporter. It is very risky. And I kind of like this. Now, sure, you've got to be behind on prizes. You probably need Gardenia's Vigor. And 180 still doesn't quite KO your basic EXs a lot of the time. And your Pokemon V a lot of the time. But it will get some of them. Take someone like Luminion. Pretty good card, isn't it? Still sees a bunch of play. Well, Luminion comes in with 170 HP. That's in range. Let's not forget that Charizard is seeing a lot of hype after the reveal of Obsidian Flames, and Charizard comes in with a weakness to grass, which this will absolutely be able to take advantage of. And then with the weakness, that 180 actually goes up to 360, and you are easily getting rid of Charizard. And I don't know, I'm just saying there's a little bit of potential here. Obviously, the star of the video is this stunning Venusaur, but hey, I got a chance to talk about some fun big basics, and I took it. But now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about these cards. Tell me which ones you like. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.